Hi, welcome to Aspects of Life. My name is Dorothy Karskadden, and I am a licensed clinical social worker and have been for the past 25 years. Today is the fourth video on anger. Can you believe that? Four videos. Now, anger, if you follow the seven deadly sins, is often called wrath. So the four aspects of anger are your thoughts, your feelings, your physical responses, and your behavior. Now, behavior is today's subject. So remember that behavior is everything that you communicate. So, how your body looks, are you tense? Are you flushed? Are your eyes really intense and big? Are your fists clenched? Is your jaw tight? These are all signs and symptoms called nonverbal responses to anger. So I've heard some people say, well, no one can tell when I'm angry, which to me is a total waste. Because if you don't communicate you're angry, then how is the person that you're with supposed to know that what they have done has upset you? So so through our nonverbals, our the way that our face gets red or our chest gets red, or how we stand, how we look, these are indications that we might be angry. And that way someone can check in and say, excuse me, you look mad or upset. And you might respond, I am really angry at you. These responses are your verbal communication of how you are angry. Now, some people, they may yell, they may scream, or they may do what's called passive aggressive moves, which say, I'm not angry. So they do this very short, clipped uh, sentence, and they speak in short, clipped sentences that could demonstrate that they're angry. So someone might push them a little more and say, you really do sound like you're angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. And so they sound like a temper tantrum child. Um, and so, what you want to be able to do with someone who is showing behaviors of anger is to be willing to listen. And some behaviors of anger are, there are realms of behaviors of anger. On one end is someone not showing you anything and you not knowing that they're angry and they're stuffing their anger. Well, this is very unhealthy because no one around you knows you're angry, so they don't know that what they have done is something you dislike. On the other end of anger is someone who throws things, hits things, puts holes in walls, and typically the things that they throw aren't even their own things. They will typically pick up something of yours and throw it because they're mad at you. So, you know, and some people will actually hit other people. So when they're on this side of anger, this is what I call the illegal side. This is vandalism through putting holes in walls. It's threats. It's through screaming at them and expressing that they want to kill them. Um, and it is also assault and battery. So these are the behaviors that end people up in jail. I used to go to jails and I would look at someone who's in jail for hitting a person that they say that they loved, and they'd go, "There's nothing wrong with my relationship, dude," because I often was visiting men since that's what I did for a living. I'd say, "Dude, you're in jail." you know, cue here: if you end up in jail for a violent act while you're angry, you may have an anger problem. Um, so you may want to see a counselor about that. And in between this spectrum is a whole range of behaviors that you can do, either by having a steely look or by stuffing the anger. And one of the things that they talk about when you stuff your anger, you're not only stuffing your anger, you're stuffing the cortisol and everything else that is going on inside your body. And anger has often been called um, depression, because depression is anger turned inward. And we can also be angry at ourselves and talk to ourselves in ways that no one else would we wouldn't allow anyone else to speak to us that way. How we should be doing something, how we're an idiot that we didn't do something. And so we may do things such as drink alcohol to numb ourselves, which can cause its own problems. Or we may take drugs, or do something dumb like uh, go try to steal something because we are not thinking clearly while we are angry. So when you get angry, there is a middle ground where you can say, I am angry. You can take some time out to calm your body down. You can do some breathing exercises. You can pick up your phone and talk in and yell into the recorder of your phone and then listen to yourself. Because when you yell into your phone all of the anger, and I suggest you do this in a car far away from anyone else, and when you do this, it allows you to express your anger. Maybe write your anger in a journal so that it gets out of you. This way, the anger is expressed out of you. You can then go back to the person and say, yeah, I was really upset when you said that the clothes that I had made me look like I was a prostitute. I was really upset you would say anything like that or infer something like that. So you can go back to the person and then be able to talk it out. Because if it's worth arguing about, it's worth talking about. If you are angry and want to start an argument, that's not going to do you or anyone else any good. Because remember, when you think about your anger, it's all inside of you. When you feel your anger, it's all inside of you. When you have the physical responses to your anger, it's all inside of you. No one can see these things. What they can see are your behaviors. And you can either have a stoic, no behavior um, type response to things, and people won't be able to tell you're angry, which means they're going to continue to repeat the behaviors that made you angry in the first place. If you hit walls, you hit people, you hit other things, you throw things, you could end up in jail. But if you are smart, you will write down what you're angry about, and you'll talk to the person in a gentle term about what you were angry about and ask for change. Because the expression of anger is about doing it effectively to effect change. Because all it is I don't like what's going on. You can choose to yell that you don't like what's going on, but what you may end up doing is causing an argument. So by using good, healthy communication, by sitting down with someone and saying, you made me angry. Or even better, I was angry about when you said this. These things allow people to have a discussion with you and create change so that you can maintain and maybe even improve that relationship. Well, if you like this fourth episode of Behaviors of Anger, please subscribe to my channel. and go back and listen to the other three if you wish. And until later, my name's Dory. Take care.